For the majority of speed demons, motorcycles are the most affordable way to go fast. Bikes not only offer a greater sense of speed than cars, they also cost less to purchase, maintain, modify, and refuel. Shopping for a bike with a budget of $3,000 will go ways on the used market. With that budget on the used car market, you'll be lucky to get something that isn't a rust bucket. Just like cars, motorcycles are built for a range of consumers. Exotic supercars exist, so it makes plenty of sense that there's a world of expensive and exotic motorcycles. Consumers with deep pockets who want to go fast will find quite a few exotic bike options from which to choose. For wealthy owners wanting something with a stunning design or the fastest of the fast, money opens up the door for anything. In this video, we are going to tell you about the top 5 most expensive bikes in the world. Welcome to Most Expensive. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest most expensive videos. Number 5. BTS Nemesis, $3 million. The first things that one may observe about the BTS Nemesis is the fact that there is no side stand, and the motorbike just sits on its belly instead. This is due to the incorporation of an air ride system that enables the bike to automatically lift itself up with a single-sided swing arm and the rear suspension by 10 whole inches or lower it to the ground, absolute luxury. This in turn makes the side stand unnecessary. The Nemesis lands ever so softly onto its side rails when it is time to park. What is the yellow glitter all over the motorcycle, you ask? That's 24-karat gold. Number 4. HYDE brand and Wolfmoler, $3.5 million. The HYDE brand and Wolfmoler motorcycle was created when two steam engine engineers named Heinrich and Wilhelm Heidebrand teamed up with Alois Wolfmoler in order to produce their own internal combustion engine in Munich. This bike was first produced and manufactured in the year 1894. This was the moment when the horses made of flesh and bone started to go out of fashion and were reinvented. If one manages to ever ride one, it is imperative to know that there is no clutch nor a pedal on this. One will have to push it while running and hop on while giving the throttle in order to start it. Number 3. Ekas ES1 Spirit, $3.6 million. In order for the professional rider to test ride the Ekas ES1 Spirit, he himself was required to take a 2-week training course. This machine is nothing like a traditional motorbike. There is a complete absence of a chassis framework altogether. The rear suspension and the swing arm are both attached to the gearbox itself, and the front suspension is attached to the engine. The motorcycle weighs in at just 120.2 kilograms and is achieved by eliminating extra weight when it comes to the slender fork of the front suspension, as the fork is forced through a steering head and then back down. The suspension setup in the front consists of twin A-arms that project forward and their apices that define the steering axis that carry upright and projects the front wheel spindle. In order to create a smoother handling experience, the handlebars are on the upward projected steering axis. Although completely electronic, the steering feel is completely natural. The powerhouse of this motorcycle is an integrated bespoke transverse inline-4 engine. The sitting positions allows the knees to be closely tucked in for greater ergonomics and maneuverability. Both the front and the rear suspension are all carbon fiber, and the handlebars are mounted to the front fork directly for greater control. Number 2. 1949 E98JS Porcupine, $7 million. AJS was only able to produce 4 Porcupine units in the year 1949 and managed to bring home a World Championship Cup after placing first in the hands of Les Graham. The Porcupine is a motorbike that comes with an open frame, aluminum alloy engine with a capacity of 500 cubic centimeters. The twin-cylinder DOHC engine came with horizontal cylinders heads in order to provide a low center of gravity. The shocks used in this bike are of a special kind and are known as jam-pot shocks. The Porcupine spent 20 years in the Coventry National Motorcycle Museum, after which it was made available to select enthusiasts. Number 1. Neiman Marcus Limited Edition Fighter, $11 million. The Neiman Marcus Limited Edition Fighter looks very steampunk in terms of its design. The first pricing was at $110,000, but currently this motorcycle is priced at a whopping $11 million, making it the most expensive bike on the planet. One of the most eye-catching parts of this motorcycle is the chassis and frame itself. It's built and carved out of a single piece of metal in order to provide more structural rigidity. A number of designers believe this bike to be styling at its absolute best, wherein the motorcycle's utility has taken no toll. When this motorbike was shown to a number of reviewers, they were astonished and awestruck at this motorcycle's appearance. Neiman at that time spoke of how this motorcycle is an evolution of the regular machine, wherein it has been taken back to its core elements in order to be reinvented and engineered with optimal performance in mind. The Neiman Marcus Limited Edition Fighter is meant to be Neiman's take on a street-legal science fiction dream. How limited is this fighter, however? Only 45 of these gorgeous metal steeds were ever built and released into the market. Although the Neiman Marcus Fighter costs in at $11 million and looks like something out of a comic book, it is 100% street legal. The bike is powered by a 1966 cubic centimeters air-cooled V-twin engine that allows it to reach a top speed of 300 kilometers per hour and a 0-100 time of just 3.0 seconds. Although they made a beautiful machine, Neiman Marcus went bankrupt in September 2020. So guys, that was it for today. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe for more most expensive videos. Thanks for watching.